In other news this afternoon, for 25 years, he's helped engineer some of the biggest highway projects in the state, including millions of dollars invested in western Montana over the past 7 years. Now, Missoula District Administrator Ed Taves is retiring from the Montana Department of Transportation, moving into the private sector. But he says that just opens new horizons for problem solving.
I'm thrilled and I'm blessed to have worked for MDT and for the various managers over the years in the different parts of the state, especially here in Missoula and Kalispell, but also blessed to be given this opportunity to expand further and to learn things outside of Montana and to bring those back to Montana.
And for Ed Taves, who was raised in Columbia Falls, going to work for Seattle-based Jacobs Engineering Group is a chance to work on some of the largest engineering challenges in the West while continuing to live in Montana. He makes the move after accomplishing a huge to-do list with his staff, building community relationships to accomplish projects like the Kalispell Bypass and the Russell Street Bridge.
Along with that came the $100 million of investment of what we call the Missoula Cluster: Orange, Van Buren, Bonner, the Interstate, Frenchtown Frontage Road, the ADA project, et cetera, et cetera. That all was built on that relationship and respecting people's positions. And I really enjoyed that. And I think everybody got to learn from that instead of just folding your arms and saying, well, you've got to meet my demands. That's not the way to do business.
But Taves says innovation is the way to do business as dollars dry up and technology plays a larger role, especially for smaller communities with an aging infrastructure.
They've worked in this decade. They won't work in the next decade. We have to figure out a different way from funding to how to find the solutions. And is the solution going to work 20 or 30 years from now? And I look at things like their street system, their water, their sewer, their storm drain, their land use planning. And boy, I mean, there's definitely some needs out there.
Taves pays tribute to what he calls an amazing staff at MDT, but says there's one person that deserves special credit.
Throughout my journey in 25 years, I've just had a lot of support from a lot of different managers, but I would say the one person that I have to acknowledge throughout the way is my wife, Tracy. For the last 22 years, she's followed me on the journey to every spot, and she has really backed me for all of our moves, including this latest move. So the one person I need to give a shout out is to my wife, Tracy, and she is my best friend and my wife.
And that relationship is easily his most successful project. Ed tells me that even with the record amount of road building going on, western Montana still has major transportation challenges ahead, and we'll talk with him more about that tomorrow.